Hello and welcome to another vlog from me and Michael. We're just going to talk in this one about all the editing that we've done of the first few shots that we got. For instance, we took the first one we did was the field shots. Obviously, we had to get them off the camera, get them onto the computer, put them in Final Cut, then take them out, put them into the timeline, and get them synced up to the music. So we had a couple of shots of Nathan just walking through a field. At the beginning, obviously, it's just sort of him, just before the end, when it gets to him being all psycho and crazy, So we got these first few shots in, and it's basically just cut to the beat of the music, like just sort of like a montage, if you like, but not entirely.
The first thing we found editing is that we had to cut down shots a lot.
Yeah, we had
time.
Yeah, we had to cut down shots a lot because basically the action on screen was nowhere near as fast paced as the music. So we thought we'd add in a couple of jump cuts and like sort of fast paced editing to keep it in time. Keep the action moving while as fast as the music moves. And so we'd done these first few shots of the field, and we probably had maybe one of them was about 2 minutes long, which is about half the length of the entire song. So we were like, we're gonna need to do something like that. So we shortened it massively and then cut that up so that it Nathan's moved forward a bit in each shot.
At points where we showed like him, he's there halfway and then closer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Just so that it's incremental and you can just.
And it makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So then after editing that part, obviously, we couldn't edit the part with the refuge in before because we haven't filmed that yet at this point. We had to edit the next part of Nathan going to check out the car.
Yeah.
And obviously, when we cut to the shot of him going over the road, we didn't want the part where he's climbing the dike because it's going to be quite slow and kind of awkward. So we jump cut it to him being over it, and it sort of kind of hits the audience because he gets quite close quite quickly, doesn't he? And he's rushing to the car, and then you see a sort of a mid-shot looking through the car.
Yeah.
I think it's quite nice to show in match on action because it cuts in from the shot before.
Yeah.
And we made it so obviously we trimmed it a lot.
We're making sure we're getting these all
again.
on the beat.
Yeah.
So
all this is basically to the beat.
So
pretty
these
much.
drums, like, so there'll be a cut, drum beat, cut, drum beat, cut, jump.
So we made sure it's exactly like on a match action. And then this shot's quite a fairly longer shot, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Of him going searching. It shows his acting as well because he goes straight to the glove box.
Yeah.
Gets the wallet out, throws his money away, which we wanted in there to show it's apocalypse. Don't need money.
Yeah.
And then you see him pulling out a photo and looking at a photo, and then it's a cut again. We had to crop the next image of the wallet being thrown onto the camera because my head was in the way.
Yeah, your head was in the way of the side of the shot.
We couldn't see because it was up.
Yeah, but we cropped it down and fitted it again to the screen, so it was just the wallet. So it looks fine now.
Yeah. So then that followed all smoothly with him throwing it, and then the shot goes onto the camera, so the audience it focuses their attention.
Yeah. Worm's eye view, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Worm's eye. It blocks out the camera completely, which again is sort of more interactive than just.
It's like a transition.
Throwing. Yeah, it's essentially
it blocks
a
out the camera. It's like a blackout, but like a practical blackout, not like we just edited one in.
I mean, if we think about the performance sections that we're going to film soon, you'll see the vlog we're going to do on preparing for that. But we may make it so that when it's cut to the black, we might have it fading in from black to show the band, for example, in a shot. We might cut it up a bit more, we don't know. I mean, we think that would be better for it to fit conventions and stuff, but we don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, once we finished that part, then we had the zoom in shot of the photo, and obviously we changed it so that we had the one that we filmed in the other day so that it was more zoomed in, which again is important because it shows the importance of the picture, the narrative, and it shows the audience the jumper, which is obviously going to be really important later. So then after that shot, there's basically the protagonist walking towards the house, and then you get the first shot of the house.
Yeah.
And you basically see the car and then the field, and then the other shot shows you round and what he's coming over to, and it's their old house. I mean, that's what the reader, the viewer can infer.
We actually had at this point during the editing process, because by the time we'd gotten there, it was just got to this point, in the narrative. The music would be just going into the chorus. So we decided that for this shot, he climbs the gate and then he gets down. He starts walking towards the house, and then we decided, because there's the point in the music where the singer goes ever the same, just.
The drum beats like really heavy.
And the drum beats are like really heavy, really heavily emphasized. So it goes ever the same, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so that's eight beats. So we decided that for this bit we would get the shots and cut them really fast, so not as fast as before, so like that, and get them. So it was really fast cuts and of just Nathan as the protagonist just walking alongside this house. So he goes, he's here, then he's here, and then he's looking around here, and then goes and turns into the house here, and they're all within ever the same dun 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 dun
and
like
that.
that.
Behind cover, doesn't it?
Yeah, and he goes, and we slow it down a bit just as he's walking in
to fit the weather rhyme though, because the beat's really driving. And then when there's the weather rhyme and there's no drum beats, no guitar,
there's
it's
a
just
pause
the singer.
on all the instruments.
Yeah. And so it just fits the music and emphasises the music a lot, which I think is really important because it's what metal music do.
Yeah.
And again, how we've done that with the beat is very important because the shot was so long again. And I think very important is that, like when, for example, he went over the gate, we edited him going over the gate to like action points of each move, so it wasn't boring, because music videos, narratives are not meant to be boring. That's the whole point, pretty much. And like it just shows more action and him actually trying to look at this place.
Yeah.
So you see him putting his foot on the gate, and then the next one is him getting over it. So you don't see any of the boring bits in between.
Yeah.
Or him just walking.
We give you the gist of it.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what you can tell what's going on. It's just you got all the riff-raff in between. We've edited out all of the riff-raff in between, just so you can clearly see he's climbing this gate, and you can clearly see he's walking towards this other house, and you can clearly see he's searching around the house. It's just, but if we would have put it all in, that the music would have ended, and there would be about 6 minutes of absolute silence while he goes about his routine that we put in for him. What did we do after that? We
did the shots of him, the tracking shot of him walking into the abandoned.
Oh yeah, well yeah, but obviously the like I was saying, the searching shots that I mentioned just then. He goes, we've got the bit where he goes into the house and searches around for things, for supplies, and he we did this from several different angles, and we thought we'd incorporate all of them into the thing. So we got on where I did a tracking shot from behind, and obviously we have to jump cut. Jump cuts are king in this whole editing process, and so we jump cutted him around the place, looking in different piles of rubbish. He's looking around, and then we got him going into the gutter at the side of the house, or the shelf, or whatever that little bit is at the side. But and then we cut to a different angle from. So I was following him. I was quite close behind with the camera, and then we cut to Michael's shot from up here. Just on the opposite side of the house, looking down, sort of down on him, and we get him finding the bottle, jump cutted, and then we cut to another shot where he's we're again behind him, and he's just putting the thing. He's clearly we showed the bit where he finds the bottle. I think did we cut out the bit where he throws the bottle away?
Yes, basically what happened is, in some sort of like block, we just didn't realise that we planned for him to find the beans and then later on eat them, but we didn't realise that parts were in different places, right?
Yeah, this bit
So
is
he's already
after
eaten the beans.
So he's already eaten the beans.
Yeah.
But we decided that he would find the beans in this shot, but then we were like, no, that makes no sense. So in the editing process, we decided we had actually at the site. This was not planned. At the site, we actually found like a bottle full of like vinegar or something, or some weird acidic liquid. It smelled a bit vinegary. Just a weird bottle of like this acidic liquid at the site, and we were like, well, you know, we can just film it in case we need it. And so we filmed it, and then we decided, and then for this shot that we actually really needed to use, we had him putting something in his bag. I was like, oh, what are we going to do? And then we remembered that he had found this bottle of acid, we'll call it acid, this bottle of acid, and so he actually throws it away on the film, but we cut out the bit where he throws it away, so he's holding it, and then in the next shot he's coming to sit down and he's putting something in his bag, and it's like, oh, he's found something to eat or drink or whatever. It was like,
and it looks continuous, doesn't it?
Yeah, it continues on from where he left off, and then that's when he notices the jacket, and we've got like do we refocus? We refocus.
Yes. Yes. But we quicken it.
Yeah,
we
quicken. A lot of the shots, I think we did actually quicken.
Oh, we changed the speed.
As well as jump cutting, we changed the speed of a lot of the shots to
emphasize
so we wouldn't have.
The beat.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's like so we wouldn't have too many jump cuts, because like. You know, like we said, we still want it to be coherent, but if he's all over the place, it makes no sense. So we also sped up the footage during the editing process, just, you know...
Not too much.
No, 150, like 1.5%.
It depends what shot, doesn't
it?
We always did
depends.
it to speed and stuff.
Yeah.
But not so that it looked like he was... It's just clearly sped up, running around.
Like if he's running, we would slow it down less.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like we said in the last vlog, Benny Hill...
Oh yeah.
Benny Hill thing. But yeah, we sped up a lot of the footage. So he's sitting down, and then we've got the shot where it refocuses on the jacket, and then he runs off screen, and we cut there because it takes ages to get back on screen in the shot. So we cut there and cut back to him just running back up the mound and grabbing the jacket. And once again we cut, and then this is where we do like our first piece of. I think is it our first, or are we going to have a superimposition before this?
No, first superimposition.
Yeah, this is where we do our first superimposition, because he grabs the jacket. We switch an angle again, so we're from where you were filming before.
Yeah, it's over the shoulder shot.
Sorry, yeah. So and we have this medium over the shoulder shot of Nathan holding, picking up this jacket, and then like remembering like his life before the apocalypse. And to show that it's significant, we superimposed the family photo.
The
zooming in shot family photo that he found in the car, and it shows that the jacket is you're wearing it.
It's his brother.
It's his brother. His brother is wearing it, so it's like he's just found the jacket of his dead brother, and so that sort of really gets to him a bit.
Then we're going to imposition. We haven't done it yet, but we're going to edit the stuff we did the other day of the imposition about the close-up of Nathan's face.
Yeah.
We're going to add that as a third layer, so the viewer really sees his grief.
Yeah.
And like the close-up really shows that. So that's what we did.
So once we get onto that stage in the editing process, that's what we'll do. Obviously, we also started on the bit where he goes insane at the end. And this is just after the guitar solo, I think. So just after the guitar solo finishes, he started going insane. He sort of the protagonist. Obviously, we got the shots where the protagonist looking around, going crazy. So this editing process incorporated all the shots of where we had him running and tracking shots. Where you followed him with the camera in front.
Haven't obviously completed all of it yet. I mean, we're very early stages.
Well, like I said, we started on it. We're not.
This is just an initial editing block, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's an initial editing block, but I think the section, the only section I would say is relative, like 90% complete, mostly complete is the section with the car and the house.
Yes.
And him searching through the house and finding his dead brother's jacket. That is, I would say we're pretty much complete on that
Yeah,
one.
I think
a couple of tweaks.
it works. Yeah.
Just a couple of tweaks we need to make maybe in future, but yeah, we, like I said, we've started on this stage, and so we got a lot of the shots where, you know, he's running along and he's going crazy and he's laughing and crying at the same time. You don't really know what's going through his head. And then I think did we put in the one where I was underneath and like did a shaky cam shot from Worm's eye view?
Well, that's in the real montage part. I mean, the main part we edited on that section is when he zigzags across, which obviously we're going to have to do more editing work on that. So,
yeah.
And then
I think we said in the last.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, when the Final Cut program, because our computer's having problems at the moment, when that's sorted, we're definitely going to look at that as one of the first things to do. But basically, when Nathan falls down and the guitar fades out and it looks up towards the sky, that part we edited, and I think that part is almost ready to go. Basically, I mean, as with any shot, like the part we've edited with the car and stuff, we're still going to have to color grade and like look at the filters and the brightness and stuff, and just sort of, you know, fix it up in terms of how the shot looks for each one.
Yeah, I think we did actually. We did actually try to color grade. We had to color grade the photo shot, didn't we? Because that was basically like the photo on the paper was almost unrecognisable, because we're doing everything. That's another thing we need to mention.
Yes.
We in the editing process, we're taking all the shots and putting them in grayscale. You know, so it's like it's bleak, it's dark, it's grim, and then for the band shots, we're leaving massive gaps in between the narrative narrative sections for the band shots to go in, which we're going to start filming soon. I think we'll talk about that in another vlog. We're putting all the narrative elements in grayscale and leaving the band shots in colour, because, you know, it's sort of got to be this bleak, awful apocalypse, that he's living in, and so we encountered a problem with this when we had the photo, you know, the family picture, and it was just unrecognisable. Like he was just holding a white piece of paper. That was what it looked like. So we had to colour. You know, we couldn't just turn grayscale off for that one shot. That'd be weird. So we had to go into the technical aspects, look at the colour grading, and I think, did we turn white down?
Yes.
I think we turned white down so that it was darker and it wasn't so just this blinding white light coming off the paper. What else?
Well, in terms of the sections we're talking about now with the field shots, I mean, we're still early stages of that, of course. We're going to have to look at the different cuts between them, and it's going to take quite a lot of work doing that part, because they're going to be, the second's probably a second long, if that, when we've got the parts, and obviously we haven't had time to yet because of the computer.
Yeah.
But the part we've mainly done is the fields and the car and house parts.
Yeah.
And definitely the next part is what we can use with the shots we did on our final narrative filming session, because we haven't done much of that yet, because obviously of the computer again. So
it's annoying.
Yeah. But once we've edited the sequence where the character goes insane, and we've really finalised the field part, and we've added in, because we filmed a sort of a experimental montage of going through his day as well, and you see him walking across fields and the sunset, and then he goes to refuge. So we're going to put that before the refuge part.
Yeah.
Because there's a gap, isn't there, between the field and the refuge, and that kind of looks a bit. It jumps quite quickly. So I think we're going to make those field shots and show the emptiness and desolation. No one, you know, the apocalypse, obviously, and we're showing that as the transition goes to night.
Yeah.
And then the night becomes the refuge. So I think that works pretty well.
Yeah, it does.
Hopefully it'll work pretty well. So yeah, we're going to do that part. And we've got the field shots, obviously, where it's going insane to edit.
Yeah.
And then the only other thing to do is just film the performance sections and put them, integrate them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That was our first edited vlog. We'll put it on the blog. And we will see you in the next one. Okay. Okay, bye.